great fantasy coming up by, let's say, either retired Muffin or maybe even the hired Muffin or the tired Muffin. Twitchy here. He's gonna load you a bunch of full of fantasy, and then at the end I'll refute it. Here we go.
Dude, Aaron said it on somebody else's panel the other day, and they're focused on this Edward guy, right? Everybody's focused on this Edward guy. So
open CP suspect investigation papers being investigated, still under the statute of limitations for suspicion of CP.
Anyway, Aaron sat there and literally says that him and his cronies had dug around into this guy's wife's blog from several years back.
That's not what was said at all. As a matter of fact, just to keep going with this, Kay, real quick, it was actually publicized, and the wife wanted it publicized, so these assholes couldn't suppress it. But once it gets brought out, they're the damage control. We'll maybe show you a little bit more with that. Well, I'm not saying these guys. More Twitchy here, and Scotty, and Sabby. Wow. See, wow, that all that works out right there. Wow.
She talks about where she was raped. And
right.
This is what...
And why would somebody want to write a blog about they were raped? Well, to bring awareness to it.
Aaron wants to talk about on someone else's stream, right? He's literally his words were.
So I want to talk about it on somebody else's stream. It was more of a challenge since Mitch of Hoax Wars wanted to drag Edward Staires. It was well, here's something. If you really want to make an impact, this is going out public. And she wouldn't have written this if she didn't want it to go out public. Because they're trying to refute. This never happened. The wife's a liar. But before it came out that Edward's a CP suspect and marital rape and stuff like that, Edward didn't think his wife would lie. Okay, all right, here we go.
His words were, she admitted to being raped. And I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, dumbass, dumbed down weirdo, okay? It's her admission of being raped. A blog and her testimony and admission of being raped. So these guys can't get anything straight. Like Fellowmon yesterday with this stupid, show your strikes, cock, show your medical strikes. Really? Okay, here you go. It won't be the first time, probably won't be the last, but they don't have very many rounds left in them, like all of Scotty Cuccarotti's freaking head concussions that he's had. Jeez.
Somebody admits to doing something, they admit to doing something wrong. Right?
Okay, but can I interject?
How do you admit to being raped?
Is there a difference between admitting or an admission? Like an admission fee? All right. Okay.
It's called hearsay evidence. Sorry to cut you off. Hearsay evidence. I'll mute up.
Well, the point is
hearsay evidence is not a testimony or admission. It's usually an admission of guilt, correct? But still, you submit and admit to what happened to you. Submission, admission. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is it anybody's business, and why is Aaron digging into this dude's fucking wife's information like that and then putting it out there?
See, I'm not the one that dug into it. It was passed along. It had already been published publicly by another group of people that I'm not even really associated with. Oh my gosh. And so I got a hold of it because it was put out publicly. And I put it out as a challenge for Mitch. If he really wanted to take a swing at all this, you should put this out. Grab this link, throw it in your chat room, pull it up. Don't be scared. Not trying to fish anybody, just trying to pass along the information. It's public awareness. There's an open investigation. Child pornography suspect loose with, it looks like a lot of qualified immunity, right? But Twitchy can't get that far. He's on sputtering
that's
gas.
a very personal, terrible tragedy for her to have gone through, regardless of what the fuck Edward may be doing or has done.
Why would she write the blog in the first place unless she wanted, I mean, does she maybe want awareness to be brought towards that subject and her what happened to her? That's why you write. That's why you go public with some things, right? You want people to maybe spread it around, talk about it, raise awareness. Oh, okay.
And since then, right? This poor woman was probably forced into a situation.
See, probably, and this is why this guy didn't get very far in the Pizzagate videos for Mr. Muffin Man.
And has to deal with that shit, right? And she wrote about it on a blog, and this piece of shit, Aaron, felt that it was his duty to go dig that information up and put it out there.
There's the next narrative out of probably 100 of these bullshit little slam fest and roast they think they're doing with fantasies and probabilities, and not even taking into account there's victims' admissions into the public record. Okay. Oh my gosh, if I messed up that part of the language, I'll just shut down. I guess I'm done. Twitchy got me. But I thought he was going to rage quit to Twitch right at New Year's, beginning of 2023, because of Mr. Cox. But now he's getting involved for some reason. Oh, okay. All right.
For me to even know about it, right?
What?
This piece of shit, Aaron, felt that it was his duty to go dig that information up and put it out there for me to even know about it, right? That's how disgusting Aaron is. And I've got it recorded.
This isn't the first victim that Twitchy, where I'm trying to bring victims' advocacy and awareness to a certain subject or tough topic, because some people just have to cover tough topics. But this isn't the first victim that Twitchy, okay, has weaponized and doesn't even know her first name. There you go. This is definitely probably not even the second. This is probably the third or fourth victim that is a victim of someone else, to where I'm trying to cover the story. At least, okay, maybe Twitchy can bring up to his buddy Predward that, covering, when you're covering a victim story, like the News Now Houston case, okay, you might want to go a little lighter in the paint and not go through the court case record of exactly down to the detail of the sick, gory details that happened to a minor victim, right? But Edward will cover that. I'm just trying to cover some things lightly on the surface that are harder things to, that's why I haven't covered that blog on my channel yet.
I put it on, it's unlisted on my main channel. I just haven't put it out there because I fucking hate Aaron. Aaron is Aaron.
That's why the hate over this dillweed has taken over, and he was going to rage quit to Twitch 2023 New Year's Day because of Mr. Cox. But he's back. I mean, he came back like a week later.
It's probably the lowest piece of shit that I've met on this fucking platform.
You haven't met shit because you're tied into your dumbed down reality, thinking you're a badass and a webcam warrior. It really hasn't probably left your immediate area for a very long, for a really long time, actually, and for very long.
Okay, so why are we talking about this? I'm wondering, why are we talking about this?
Yeah, because that's what Scotty and Shizzle want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
They want to come up here and talk about stuff like that.
Come back when I'm not here smoking.
I wasn't talking about that. That was just Scotty.
You're right. Your name was brought up, and he kind of called you out. So this is true.
He didn't call me out on anything that's real.
But I don't understand why you gave Aaron a pass.
There you go. So skip right over the accusation of Scotty coming into the chat and going, Shizzle is a defender. That's what Twitchy does, is he'll let the accusation sit there while you circle around his buddies and what their buddies have done and what other people have done. Not what Shizzle did. It's what everyone around them, they say. Dude, when we get started, really getting started on Twitchy and everyone that you've surrounded yourself with, we just haven't even barely touched the surface on that. Okay? I'll go another second or two here.
I think I'll ever understand that. And I think
me and that dude had misunderstandings.
I'm sorry, he did more than give him a pass. I'm so
hey, don't
sorry.
interrupt me.
This is
We talked it
ridiculous.
out like men.
This is ridiculous. I'll mute out, but this
There
is
you
fucking
go.
ridiculous.
Me and a dude have complications. We talk it out like men. It's over.
Oh, and Twitchy just loves the conflict. They are just seeing dollar signs on people fighting on their streams for them clicks, views, hits, monetization, muffin bucks, whatever you want to call it. Crypto muffin bucks.
Done deal. Don't talk about it anymore.
so. How do you feel about what I just said?
For Pred Defenders.
You think it's okay for?
I
think
think
it's
it's
okay
okay
for-
to call out Ed for his suspicious suspicions. Yeah.
And it's okay for him to talk about his wife being raped?
Didn't she admit it?
No,
Admit-
Shizzle says he doesn't dig into families. He's so virtue.
I don't. But hey, investigating. It's okay to
hang on.
investigate.
Hey, whoa. See, the thing is, you go back to the blog. Why did the victim write the blog? She wanted to bring awareness. She wanted to let people know that her estranged husband, baby, daddy, mama, whatever, right, is a rapist. So why would somebody write a blog in the first place unless they wanted awareness brought to it? But these guys are supposed to help suppress evidence like that, twist it around with their chaos magic bullshit and the Luciferian. Look at that glass dick Twitchy's sucking on right there. That's all he's got. A wife in Oklahoma and his glass dick. Douchebag.
Who admits to being raped?
Didn't she? My
Dude,
mom got raped. Yeah.
How do you accuse somebody of being raped?
My mom admitted to being
How do
raped.
you accuse somebody of being raped? How do you say you were raped? How did they?
That is the most dumbed down, twisted logic yet from Mr. Twitchy. Now I'm gonna just call him Twitchy because he'll stop him right when he has to lie or something. I'm about to lie. Holy fuck!
And they deny it. They're no, I wasn't raped. No, okay, yes, I was. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. How do you admit to being fucking?
Maybe he would not be so spastic if he read the blog for himself instead of trying to hide that the blog itself exists with Sabby right next to him that helped actually cast some rape allegations upon Tommy, the Pred catcher, and laid out turned to be a lie and false, and Sherry admitted it was after she became suicidal and depressed. That's Sabby, right next to Mr. Twitchy here.
She's a victim, and her victimhood and what happened to her is her goddamn business, not mine, not everybody else's. And fuck Aaron for bringing it up. That's my point.
Why can't these idiots just go, oh my God, that's a great spot where he's just sitting there on freeze. The thing is, Twitchy, I wasn't the fucking one that released it first. Okay, I'm not the one digging it up. It's usually sent to me, and then I look over it and then go, let's air it. Let's bring some attention to this subject. But these muffin little... Well, they're half-baked, dude. They're still battered muffins. Mr. Twitchy. Holy shit.
Wait. Somebody got raped. There's nothing wrong with investigating that. Calling it out.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
But that's my opinion. I don't want to fight over.
You think it's okay to fucking investigate other people's rapes and talk about it and bring it out and
yeah, especially when that the rapist, not charged, alleged rapist has paper from the state of Texas that he's a child porn suspect in an open investigation, where the statute of limitations aren't even halfway through yet. Sometimes those cases get prosecuted about 7 to 9 years in, depending on the state's statute of limitations. See how it works there, amateur, you little fucking twit.
and put it in public view?
Well,
You think that's okay?
She did.
Yep.
Wow.
But that's her right.
In a
Okay, well,
blog.
she put it
In a blog.
Put it in the
And
public.
she
So when it gets brought to the attention, it's not because she wanted it brought to attention and maybe passed it on because she figured out that these people were putting her husband on blast and shit that hasn't paid child support in years, but that's okay too, you know. And
Did it in a blog, not thinking that some fucking weirdo was going to come back and look at it because he was mad at her husband.
When you put it in the public, it's everybody's business. It's okay to be investigated.
Dude, whatever. Then you're fucked up in your head if you think it's okay, dude.
It's not.
You're fucked up in your head.
See how it's just kind of a setup for Shizzle to, get a wrench and then have the accusation cast at him to come on the panel to then accost him. It's a Luciferian, double-twisted chaos magic, twitchy fucking dumbed down reality where all he has is a glass dick, a fucking wife that looks like Skeletor, and he drives for GoPuff, and he's doing good GoPuffing on that glass dick. Everyone have a good day. I'm out of here.